Now we want to tell you about Milwaukee County receiving a $2 million grant.
Now, it will help to use towards helping to reduce jail population and addressing racial disparities within the criminal justice system. And here to talk with us about that is our very own county executive, Chris Abele. Charles, you want to start with the questioning?
Well, just right off the bat, what will this money be used to help reduce jail population?
That's the idea. First, we're excited because we were one of 11 recipients of this grant out of 200 applicants nationally, and we received it because we've been doing a lot of work to try and address these issues anyway. Your viewers probably know Wisconsin has the highest percentage of incarcerated African Americans in the United States, not just a little bit over the national average, almost double. So there's clearly an issue. We can look to our neighbors in Minnesota and see almost half as many people incarcerated per capita and no higher crime rate. The difference is they've got a lot more money to put into things like education and economic development, and that's not going to corrections. We need to get smarter about what we do. So the idea is this will reduce the amount of time that low-level, nonviolent misdemeanants spend. It will go towards better response towards folks with mental health issues. We've been working on that a lot now. We have a lot more support, so when the police run into somebody who has issues with mental health, rather than having to wait in a squad for 4 hours, they've got someone they can call 24/7. There are teams to go help those people, so instead of going to an emergency room, which is expensive, to a police station, they go to the right kind of treatment. Saves money, better outcomes. But the idea is improve public safety, improve the lives and the outcomes of these people, and save money.
Now, will you employ more people to work with the mentally ill, or is this just more training, funding to actually do training?
It's a number of things. It will go towards, first, as you said, more people to respond, more resources to respond to folks who have mental illness. And this is an issue nationally that's increasingly getting talked about, which I think is good, that the best response is knowing as fast as possible the right kind of treatment, the right kind of placement, which means that, again, police and first responders spend less of their time dealing with folks with mental illness and more of their time doing what they're supposed to do, which is patrolling the streets and keeping the community safe, and that the people who need the right kind of care are getting the right kind of care.
So specifically, is there a particular program or an idea that you say can help reduce the population but also still protect public safety?
Sure. Well, so first, we've been doing, and we're going to continue to ramp up, universal screening. So we do much more detailed assessment of everybody who comes through the criminal justice system. So there's much more detailed data around their level of risk, what they're like, how they're likely to respond. We're not guessing here.
And you're doing this already.
Right, and this allows us to do more of it. Yes.
Okay.
So this grant was a follow-up to some piloting we had done. We were selected as one of 20 to pilot this a couple of years ago. But again, the reason we got this is we've been making a lot of progress on this. And I think what most people understand is the criminal justice system is about keeping us safe, but it isn't simply about punishing people. It's doing whatever we can to minimize the likelihood that people, reoffend. And by keeping people as likely as possible to keep their jobs and stay out of the criminal justice system in the first place, and then if they're in the system, provide programming, again, not guessing, that gives them the best shot at getting back on their feet when they come out.
So you have to partner, though, with Sheriff Clark on this. How has he been in responding to this grant that is now, I'm assuming, going to help his department as well?
My understanding is that he's not supportive, though I'm not clear on that. I think he made some statement along those lines. I'll just say, in the last 5 years, we have been able, the criminal justice system has been able to make a lot of progress without everybody's buy-in. We control the variables we can, and we hope that we always look for the opportunity to work with the Sheriff's Department. They're fantastic people there. I know a lot of them. But what I'm focusing on is we just got an incredible grant. This is a big help for Milwaukee, an opportunity for us to make a big step forward in public safety.
And we'll have to make that the last word, though. We appreciate you coming in and talking about it.